Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm MicroFrog and today we're going to be taking a look at Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo. Um, okay, there we go. Alright, so Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo is a game. Let me pull up the information here. So, Shadowrun is an action RPG that was developed and published by FASA, who were also the ones who made the tabletop RPG, which is that too loud? Which the tabletop RPG is what this game is based off of. There's also a game made for the Sega Genesis around the same time, but it's almost a completely different game, the Genesis version. So this is kind of showing you the events leading up to the beginning of the game. So the idea of Shadowrun is that it's in the future. It's a cyberpunk world that takes place mainly in America. This one takes place in, I think, Seattle. I'm pretty sure. No, the Sega Genesis one takes place in Seattle. And the best way to describe Shadowrun is that it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's cyberpunk Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, you've got elves and dwarves and all kinds of stuff. Uh, so there's a body being put into the drawer here. Dead body. Except he's not quite dead. So you use the B button and you can interact with stuff. It's kind of point and click. If you hit start, you can go to the character menu. You have items here and magic, weapons, armor, skills. These are cybernetic implants. You can examine items. I kind of want to do like a deeper dive into this game in the future, but for now I'll just show you show you around. I love that. The A button is how you attack. The Y button is how you cast magic, but you don't have a weapon to start off with, and you don't have magic to start off with. And the I don't know. That's the Y button opens up. It's like a quick button to get to the inventory. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right and left are. Yeah. You use the right trigger. to pretty much, you pick the first option, other than exit, if you use the right button. I forgot what the left button does. Okay, the left shoulder button is how you examine stuff. The right button is how you interact. You can open doors, stuff like that. So the dialogue in this game is kind of interesting. The dialogue box pops up, and you see how there's a the word hitmen is in bold. So if you go to ask about, whatever is in bold becomes a subject that you can now ask anybody. Same with firearms. I'm not going to get too deep into this game, because there's not... The game's kind of long and grindy. You have to do a lot of grinding at points. So go into the alleyway. I'll show you the combat. So you pick up the gun, and you click use. That's how you equip stuff. And then when you hit the A button, the little crosshairs comes up, and you just do that, yeah. And your first armor. And if you keep going down here, I'm going to try to get to cyber combat. So there's kind of a feature of the game is you can hack into computer systems. Which money do I have? No money. Okay. Another feature of the game is that you can hire companions. Got one down here. I don't remember how you get the option to hire people. Part of the game, part of progressing through the game is through dialogue, through unlocking new subjects. Well, I think... Oh, no. I was thinking the Jamaican you could hire. You can get run over by cars if you're not careful. There we go. Okay, hiring. The unlocking negotiation also unlocks, I believe, the negotiation skill. 150, okay. I'm not really sure I'll be able to show you what the cyber combat looks like, because it kind of takes a while to get to it. So the game doesn't have levels or experience. Instead, it has something called karma. And you earn karma. Basically, there's like an unseen number. I believe it goes from like 0 to 8. So every time you defeat an enemy, the number goes up 1. And once you get to 8, you'll get karma. I think that's how it works. See if I can't get some karma and show you how that works. You have to be really careful at this part because you don't have your apartment yet. No. Okay, I was about to say I almost died. Oh, that would have sucked. Yeah? Yeah, okay. So this is your apartment. $20 new yen. These are the video phones. You can actually learn new phone numbers. Okay, so you can heal by sleeping in a bed. You can save your game, but you can also use your karma. So you got attributes. Body is how you increase your health. Strength increases. Strength unlocks the ability to equip better armor and weapons. Charisma has to do with, like, prices. You got firearm. Firearm doesn't increase the damage you do with the firearm. It increases your accuracy. Computer has to do with cyber combat accuracy. And if you unlock magic, you can put karma in magic. So let me try to show you how that works. So enemies will often drop new yen, which is the currency that you will need to buy things and hire people. Okay, there we got some karma. Early on, you're going to want to increase your firearms and your body. Those are the main two things you're going to want to focus on. Let's go to the bed. And to use karma, you have to have that amount. The level it's at, you have to have that amount of karma to buy it. So I have 1 firearm, so it costs 1 karma to raise it. I believe firearm is kind of weird because I think it goes up to like 10 or 12 or something like that. But you max out your accuracy at 7. So once you get to 7, I'm pretty sure once you get to 7, you don't have to put any more levels you give to it. It won't increase your accuracy. But you also have armored enemies. Even if you have 100% accuracy, if an enemy has armor, you can still occasionally miss, even though you're not missing. It's basically because they're wearing armor, it blocked the damage, so you're not really missing. I'm curious to see how much I can hire that guy for. I might try to raise enough money so I can show you what the cyber combat looks like. You have you have these random encounters, but you also have scripted encounters with like groups of enemies or like a boss. The scripted encounters have like the way they give karma the way they give karma is different than random encounters. Because they will almost always give you like a set amount of karma because they're scripted. Come on. I might have enough. Let me go higher. Green boy over there. Actually, let me raise just a little bit more money. Just in case I'm mistaken about how much it costs. Because they don't all cost the same amount. Oh. Kind of jump scared me a little bit. Okay, that has to be enough. There's no way that's not enough. Because I think he costs like 260. Now, you can't hack systems yet, and I'm not gonna spoil as to why you can't, even though it says you have a data jack, which a data jack in Shadowrun is basically a port that you use to it runs to a cyber deck, which is a keyboard looking thing, and then you plug the cyber deck into you plug the cyber deck into the computer. Hopefully this is enough. Hopefully. Oh, no, it's not enough. Okay, I might not be able to show you the cyber combat. Because, well, I might have enough time. We're only at 21 minutes if I hurry. Because the cyber combat's kind of important, an important part of the game. These guys usually drop a lot of money. Yeah, 50. Yeah, I was way off with how much he costs. I was way off. But yeah, you can't hack into any computers just yet because of a particular problem your character has that you don't know about, but you will, unfortunately. The only way to hack right now is to hire somebody who can, which Green Boy can. Even though I don't think he... I mean, he can, but I don't think he's like made to do that. Got 3, body, yeah. Nobody? Okay. Where am I at? 440? Okay, this shouldn't take too long. I would use a save file, but the last time I beat this game was like a year ago, and I don't think I still have the save file. I wouldn't have it on this computer anyway. Okay, almost. We're almost done. There. Okay. No. I forgot to mention, so the dog collar you picked up, you'll notice that it plays this weird sound. That's important. The paperweight also makes that sound. So without getting into spoiler territory, the dog you talk to, you're going to meet them again. And there are certain items that you have to get and give to the dog. And that's how you unlock new magic. There's like three different items you have to get for each spell. Okay. So you got the guy following you. So what you can do is if you go to examine, you have all you have this information, right? So my controller would stop coming unplugged. So he has a data jack. No, actually he has three in computer, so that's not bad. Later on you can also give your companions new weapons and armor that they may be able to equip. Okay, he already has a cyber deck. Okay. So your companions will automatically attack any enemies that show up. Like that. Having a companion is a good way to grind for karma and more money. But your companions will only stay with you a certain number of fights. So it's not timer based, it's based on how many fights you engage in. And you can get the companions to stay with you longer by unlocking the leadership skill and then leveling that up. Sorry if my sorry if my voice sounds rough. I'm having a problem here. Yeah, she doesn't know anything. Okay. So you pick up the cyber deck, and what you do is, see, if you try to use the cyber deck, I'll show you what happens. You hear the gunshot sound, an error condition, data jack malfunction, connection terminated. Yeah. So you can't do that. So what you can do is go to him, go to item, go to cyber deck. There. So this is cyber combat. So this kind of plays like almost like Minesweeper. You have all these tiles, and some of these tiles have what are called ICEs, which is something like intrusive countermeasures something. Don't remember what the E means, but it's basically like a trap that's meant to keep people like you out of the system. It's like cybersecurity, basically. So you see how it says found one ice. That means in one of the 4 directions you can go, there's one ice. So you have to kind of guess. 1 ice. 2 ice. Another thing you can do is if you hit, I think it's B, you can engage in cyber combat, which allows you to be able to destroy. And these like tower things, if you hit A, you transfer data from it. Okay, so I got all the data. You hit forget the top face button. It's Y? No, it's no, it's Y, I think. Yeah, you hit Y and you can jack out, and there you go. You got some data, and you got some money in the data file, and you can check out your data files in items. They're always called DF underscore something. Amazing. The permanent shutdown. Drake then sent a hit squad after him, Glutman. Yeah, so that's a little bit of Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo. The game goes on quite a bit, and like I said, there's a fair amount of grinding you have to do to increase your skills and magic, and make enough money to buy new equipment. I guess I could show you the graveyard. I can show you the graveyard real quick. Put the shades on. Now he's wearing sunglasses. Yeah, I'll show you the grave real quick, because you have to go there anyway. So here you'll have ghouls that pop up. They're pretty tough, but it's a good way to grind for experience, especially if you have a companion with you. And eventually one of them will drop an item. Huh. Is there another one? Eh. Oh, yeah. So you have to use the scalpel to pry open the doors. And if you examine these graves, they might have money in them for some reason. Yeah, this the graveyard's a really good way to grind for karma, even though it's not a great way to grind for money, because ghouls don't drop money, unfortunately. It's weird, none of them are dropping the thing. Whatever, anyway. But yeah, that's Cyberpunk for Super Nintendo. Um, really fun game. It's actually one of my favorite RPGs on the Super Nintendo. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rating of 9 out of 10. Um, it it can get very grindy, and some of the they're not puzzles, but some of the solutions to how to progress through the game can be really cryptic and like esoteric. Um, and so that can be kind of frustrating. Uh, but other than that, it's actually a really good, really solid uh, RPG with the Super Nintendo, and it's one I would actually highly recommend if you haven't played it yet, to at least give it a shot, uh, because it's it's really good. Like I said, it's one of my favorite RPGs, one of my favorite games in during the 16-bit era period. Uh, but yeah, uh, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.